This is George Tran. Today I want to talk to you about the difference between Internet Marketing 1.0 and Internet Marketing 2.0, the rise of the consumer voice. So in days of old, consumers have been sold about the benefits of the product that uses the popular Robert Cialdini sales model, and I'm sure you've heard of it. It has the reciprocity benefits, it has scarcity, all those concepts built in, and as a result, that concept has worked really well for the last 100 years worth of marketing. But what happens is today, customers are experiencing what's called social fatigue. And what social fatigue means is they're just tired of being sold to. They're tired of being put under heavy sales marketing tactics. They don't want to have information crammed down their throats. They want to have decisions and choices. They want to know more about you. They want to have a relationship with you. So that's very important, and I'm sure you've experienced that. The conversions are not happening as well. Traditional direct mail is not happening. The response rate has dropped dramatically. Advertising is not as effective as it used to be. People are using TiVo to skip over commercials. It's all a part of this concept of social fatigue. People are just tired. The other concept with Internet Marketing 2.0 is that there's this concept called the rise of the consumer's voice. They want to be listened to. With the advent of journals, blogs, and Facebook, and all these other social medias, they have a voice now. So their opinions matter. They want to be heard. So if a product is good, they'll say so. If a product is bad and they're treated badly, they'll tell you. And they'll tell their friends, and that will do more damage to your brand than any branding marketing that you ever do. So you have to respect that and take that into consideration in your marketing. So what happens in the old way of doing marketing, and still a lot of people practice this, is you get people into a squeeze page, a sales page, and you ask for people's email address, you build a list, and then you send them to a database. And people have called this database marketing. You have a list, and what you do is you send email broadcasts to get people to send them information and to get them to buy from you. These are your clients, and that's worked really well for the last 10, 20 years. It's been a tried and true method of sales. And what happens with database marketing is a top-down relationship. Information flows just one way from the organization down to the consumer. Very little communication back this way. Companies, frankly, don't want to hear what customers have to say. And what happens during the rise of the consumer's voice is now they are having sideways communication. Conversations are happening about you all the time, whether you like it or not. And they're talking about you, your products, and your brands. And if you have a place for them to talk about, they'll talk about it at your space. If not, they'll talk about it elsewhere on their blog, in a complaint forum, in multiple different places without much control. So the idea is you want to build a place, a location for your fans, your customers, to talk about your products, about your brand in an environment that you have more control over than out in the open. That way, when conversations happen, you can actually participate in that and respond to negative publicity when it happens. But the key here is being aware of the sideways communication left and right, and be able to respect that, and where possible, put in a social network so that your customers have the ability to talk to each other. The benefits of this is, one, you strengthen your brand. What do I mean by that? Well, let's say this guy is dissatisfied with your product and starts bad-mouthing you. And with a social network, especially one that is owned by you, then you have a place for people to congregate. And people, if you have a good product that holds water, people will start defending you without you even doing any work. And when people start defending you, it strengthens your brand, and it makes you look really, really good in the eyes of all the other people coming to your website. You got to remember, 80% of the people that come to a social network are readers. They're prowlers. They're not posters. They're not content providers. They're just looking. And it's those people that have judgment, and those people are the ones that will decide whether to do business with you. And by having your people defend you, it strengthens your brand, and it improves your conversion later on when you're ready to sell to them. And we'll talk about that in a later series. So the other thing that this topology allows you to do, the other phenomenon that's happening, is downwards communication. What do I mean by that? When you have a product that people want and people like, they'll talk about it to their friends as well. And they'll start talking about it. And if you have a social network, a membership site, something like Ning, something like your own private social network, your own membership site, they can invite these people out here to join your social network, to participate in that conversation as well. So as a result of embracing Marketing 2.0, you can increase your reach, and consequently, by embracing this concept, you increase sales. And I mean that because what happens is when you have a strengthened brand, you have a place for your customers to talk to each other, and also have the ability to have a conversation with you and know more about you and build a relationship. And that's really what it's about. People like to build relationships. They want a relationship with each other. They want a relationship with you. And if you have that, then you're going to, by default, increase your sales. I hope this makes sense. And I look forward to talking to you shortly. This is George Tran. Have a great day. Thank you.